The message was 6 words long. "Cancel your party, it's for Luna." I stared at it like it was a foreign language. My birthday, my 38th, had been set for weeks. Catered, reserved, paid for. Luna was her sister's cat. Her sister's cat, not a child, not a person, a barely house-trained Persian furball that had chewed through my Bluetooth headphones last month. I read the message again, then again. I didn't reply. The hallway light flickered above me as I stood alone in our kitchen, my phone still glowing in my palm. The silence felt thicker than usual, like the house had been waiting for this, for something to break. When I finally looked up, she was already standing in the doorway. Pale robe, no eye contact, like she'd already rehearsed this in her head. "She's turning 1, she said. "That's her first child. We need to support her." I watched her lips move, heard the words, didn't flinch. "Your birthday isn't that important anyway." She walked past me, slowly, deliberately, brushing my shoulder. And I just stood there. Because I knew. That wasn't the first lie she told this week, and it wouldn't be the last. 3 days before that text, I came home early. She didn't hear the door. The hallway was quiet. I could smell perfume, vanilla, sharp, not hers, not mine. I heard her laugh. Not the polite chuckle she gave me in public, not the forced giggle when I told my tired stories at dinner parties. This one was real, deep, like it belonged to someone else. The voice on the phone was male, confident, familiar with her rhythm. I backed away without a word. She didn't see me. I made sure of it. That night I watched her sleep, peaceful, innocent, like the guilt didn't even graze her. Her hand rested on my chest like muscle memory. I thought about asking, but I didn't. You don't question someone when you want the whole truth. You let them dig their own grave. You hand them the shovel, smile, and wait. The next morning I made coffee. Black, quiet, mechanical. She asked about the party. If we could maybe reschedule since Luna's turning 1 and family has to come first. I nodded. Her eyes brightened, like I was reasonable. "Sure," I said. "It's just a birthday." I spent that day contacting every guest, one by one. Change of plans, party's off. Thanks anyway. I watched her float around the house, humming, checking her phone like a teenager waiting for a secret reply. That night I took her phone while she slept. The password was our anniversary. She hadn't changed it. The messages weren't hard to find. They never are when people think they're smarter than you. "He has no idea. I'll tell him after the party. I just need him quiet for now." There were photos, videos, voice notes. I saved them all. The man? Her sister's fiancé. The irony bit deep. I almost laughed. Instead, I started planning. The morning of the cat's birthday, I handed her a small white envelope. No name, no warning. "What's this?" "Your gift," I said, "since we're celebrating children now." She opened it slowly, printed screenshots, dates, times, messages, GPS data. One audio clip transcribed word for word. Her face dropped. The color in her cheeks drained like a curtain being pulled shut. "This isn't," she started, but I wasn't listening. I was watching her unravel. Her lips trembled, not from fear, from the realization that I knew, and that I had known long enough to print the evidence on thick, matte paper. I didn't yell, didn't accuse, I simply said, "You uninvited yourself." That evening, the party still happened, just not at the house, not with her. I rented a rooftop downtown, invited everyone back, sent out new invites labeled, "You canceled." When people asked why the change, I smiled. She had a more important birthday to attend. They laughed. Some looked confused. A few, very few, understood. My wife's sister never showed. Her fiancé did. He stayed silent when I handed him a drink. He took a sip, glanced at the small folder I'd slid beside the glass, and didn't touch it. Didn't have to. He knew. Now, so did everyone else. I watched from the edge of the crowd, not part of it, just observing. She called 14 times. I answered on the 15th. "Why?" she whispered, broken. "For Luna," I said. "She's family." Then I hung up. I moved out the next morning. No notes, no closure. Just silence and the echo of my steps through a hallway that never belonged to me. She tried to explain, to beg, to cry. I didn't respond. I didn't need to. She'd already said it. Your birthday isn't that important. But mine was real. Hers was built around a lie and fur. And when you celebrate lies, you bury the truth alive. And I'm done digging up the dead.